Okay, hello. Hello, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry for how long that took. Sorry for how long that took. I watched Josie, and then I had to walk down to the little spot here for a Monster Hunter thing. And then the hour rolled over, and I had to fight two Black Diabolus. So, how much for a stream? That's just 2 hours of Matt cutting promos on things. I wish I had the skill to do that in a way that was consistent and entertaining. You know? I wish I had the ability to do that in a way that was consistent and entertaining. I guess that's why I'm not a wrestler, right? Well, one of the reasons. One of the reasons. Right? Yeah, that's the one thing holding me back. The one thing. I love that. Yeah, that bit was so funny. I enjoyed that bit so much. That made me laugh so hard. All right. What is... Everything's running just a little slow in a weird way. I can't Google what this random thing in the task manager is because you're looking at the thing. Go girl. This X Defiant? A good promo make up for a crap wrestler way more than good wrestling makes up for crap promos. I think it's a lot easier to teach someone how to be good, not great, good on the mic than it is to teach them to be good in the ring. Josephine. Nope. Come on, lay down. Come lay down. Come lay down. I have no idea. Patapon Chronicles? Patapon Legacy, yep. I want them to announce a remake of the Patapon game specifically for fun. I have no clue. Like, this is very clearly like a chicken guy. I'm gonna say Ultimate Chicken Horse. That's a duck. That's a duck with a hammer. Chicken Construction Sim. Fun, is that a real game? Cause like... Neek! Nicolo. Chicken police? Nope. It can't be. No, that can't be it. Okay. I'm like, no. I hope that Chicken Construction Simulator was a real thing. Duck game? Duck game? Oh, okay. Okay, I've seen this. Okay. There's too many there's too many random indie games on GameDole when you consider like some games that aren't. You know what I mean? Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Banner Dragon Domains. That's the only way I realized the game was called Duck Game, and I was really overthinking it. What's that gacha game y'all won't shut up about? Etrian Odyssey? That's not a gacha. Oh, if this is the answer, I'm gonna think of the answer. Oh, it's Genshin. It's Genshin, isn't it? It's almost certainly Genshin. Whatever the mobile game was that shut down maybe 2 years ago. That's what I'm trying to remember. That's what I'm trying to remember. Yeah. I want to know if that's in GameDole. Cowards. Yeah, Honkai Star Rail's a gotcha. Yeah, all the Hoyoverse games are gotchas. Why can't I think of it? I like y'all won't shut up about, you know, I'm just gonna. I like y'all won't shut up about it. Is it Arknights? No, it's not Arknights. Dragalia Lost. Dragalia Lost. Is it fucking... It's not Dragalia Lost. It's Genshin. It's Genshin. I knew it was Genshin. As soon as whoever said it was Genshin. Who said it was Genshin? Fawn. Fawn said it was Genshin. Fuck Genshin. Yeah, agreed. Fuck Genshin. It's fucked up how many people stream Genshin just completely uncritically. Fawn, good job. Also, fuck Genshin. What's the problem with Genshin? They are really bad with representation in their game. First off, like top level argument, Hoyoverse is really bad with like scummy gotchas. They basically, I don't know if I doubt they were the first to do it, but they popularized it in a big way. The you have to pull for characters and weapons, which I hate. They also can't make a dark skinned character to save their goddamn life, despite having games that take place in regions that are inspired by. They didn't start or even popularize it. They do it very heavily. I think they popularized it in the fact that like Genshin did it, and so now everyone does it. Do you know what I mean? They popularized it in they are an incredibly popular game that does it. And so a lot of people making those games now will go, oh, well, we'll do it how Genshin does it. Oh, I had to change the text on that. I've never played it and watched any gameplay. I pay attention to every gacha game. You might be surprised to learn. But good win, fun. Also, addition enemies being weird monsters full of indigenous aesthetic. Saying aesthetic because it's not direct rips, but weird sanding down of indigenous stuff. Yeah, it's just weird, gross shit all the way down. And again, my biggest issue is the weeb community interacts with it absolutely non-critically. Absolutely non-critically. Okay. I do hate its monetization, especially for a game that so heavily targets young people. It gave sense that no, just the command said it. I had to change the text. I also need to sit down and rewrite that into some metadata stuff and see what I can do. Yeah, no, but I appreciate the heads up. I appreciate the heads up, Ionic. A version of a character was made too dark skinned despite being Japanese, so the English version fixed it brought in line with their normal version. I like the idea of a character being too dark skinned despite being Japanese. That's a yeah, Fawn has a win. Payday. Okay. Okay. We got a big. Okay, tactical. Okay, tactical. This might be solid because they'll do an alter and then we have to have a conversation about blackface. Didn't they also pay people in in-game currency to vote for them in the Game Awards one year, or was that just a rumor? I do believe they had a campaign where they were doing something with currency for the in-game awards for the Game Awards. I also don't give a shit about that. Like I think I think that's a nothing burger argument. Like I never saw anyone talk about how it was bad or destructive or harmful or like the Game Awards don't give you anything like, you know, marketing. But no one came back and like none of the conversations I saw about it were like, yeah, it's bad because da 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 da. They were just mad about it. So I don't, you know. You know, that was all I saw of it. So I'm willing to be wrong and have more information. I think there's an argument about the size of the game and how doing that can push out smaller games. Sure. I would argue that you're talking about the Game Awards. Right, it's the Game Awards. Yeah, it's like if it was something more actually an award show, I would go for that. I would go for that. Has to be first person, shooter only. Is it The Darkness? Okay. I googled FGO alter blackface. Oh, that. Oof, that doesn't. You know, it doesn't surprise me. Do you know what I mean? In a way that's like. Knowing who the character makes it worse. All right, Jalen. Oh, listen, you have the floor. Get at it. That didn't have multiplayer. That's right. That's a fair. Action historical warfare. Emilia alter? I'm gonna have to Google. I don't know. Archer always has a tan. His alter was drawn to look stereotypical black, and jokes were made about him being from Detroit, like in the script. Yeah, this looks bad. What were those History Channel games on 360 called?
I'm escaping to the one place.
Oh, could be a Medal of Honor game.
By capitalism.
Space. It could be. It could be a Medal of Honor game. Matt, something to know. Okay. Saying hello. How are you doing today? Emilia that is Archer is the same Emilia that's the protagonist of Fate Stay Night. Jay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what that means. I mean, listen, that's fair. I did say you with the floor. I apologize. Battlefield or Vietnam, I'd okay with it. Yeah, it's not the one that I thought. And Heroes isn't on that either. Google Emiya Shioru. Okay, hang on. What the fuck? That's the whitest boy I've ever seen. I also love how it's impossible for some people to draw characters without an 8-pack. It's so funny to me sometimes where it's like, he's a high schooler. He's also as ripped as Goku. Well, he's Asian. I mean, sure, they also make characters in anime and things very fair-skinned. He looks different because of war. I literally don't know what happens in Fate. I literally don't know. It could be Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 2. Man, it's wild that the first Call of Duty was on the N gauge. Call of Duty 2, canonically, the first Call of Duty to have a scene of torture. Canonically, the first Call of Duty to feature torture. Matt, why do I know? Matt, why do you know that? Because I watched Jacob Geller's video yesterday about all of the torture featured in Call of Duty. Matt, why did you do that? He had a new video. He had a new video. Google Emmy Alter to see the. Oh, I saw that first. I saw that first. This is how lost I have, but I have a question. Is this a game we're talking about? Which conversation, Ionic? Cool. Yeah. Let me listen. I'm gonna. I'll. Everybody should go watch Jacob Geller stuff on YouTube or Nebula. It is very intelligent and insightful and well sourced. But also, if you have to skip the video where he discusses the 46 discrete scenes of torture in Call of Duty, like, I get it. The one Jalen is talking about. Yeah, Fate, whatever. That is a game. That is a game. American Arcadia is a good guess. It feels really zoomed in for that, though. It feels really zoomed in for that. It's the same sub. It does. Oh, it does have the first person parts. That's a good point. I did forget that it had the first person part. SFPS was Medal of Honor, the first one. Played it at LAN parties. Never played the campaign. Lol. That's a good opener. American Mensa Academy. Hell yeah. Nope, it's not American Arcadia. Is this? Oh, wait. Is it Harold Halibut? No. Hmm. I want to try Harold Halibut. I gotta stream it at some point. I gotta stream it at some point. It's too cool. The Sims? No, I think this is either a first person or third person game. Like this is very close perspective. I'm a little confused. They have Harold Halibut, not American Arcadia. I agree. Oh, Surgeon Simulator. Yes. Yes. Surgeon Simulator. Let's go with 2. No. Series, Xbox One, PC. Superliminal. You know, Poke, I would have gone with you Superliminal for these. This one. Gang Beasts? Oh, yeah, that's the one where you're like traveling through the levels, right? No, it's not Gang Beasts. Third party platformer. Oh, this is Party Animal something. Party Animals. And I only know that because I remember seeing a ad for these guys. Yeah. Yeah, it is very, very Gang Beasts related. I agree with that. I agree with that. It is very Gang Beasts related. Oh, so warm. All right then. I couldn't remember the name, but I remembered the game one. do, 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 do. All right. Yeah, it is on PC. It is on PC. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hang on. Bungie's laying off 220 employees. Every level of the company, including most of our executive and senior leader roles. Working with Sony Entertainment and PlayStation Studios to find some of the staff jobs, including creating a studio at PlayStation that's working on a new game. Due to rising costs of development and industry shifts, as well as enduring economic conditions, it's become clear we need to make substantial changes to our cost structure and focus development efforts entirely on Destiny and Marathon. Yeah, just fucking farting along for like 5-6 years while you tried to like make a Netflix series or whatever the fuck. Didn't work. Shocker. So they're trying to, according to a post on BungieNet, they are integrating they're moving 155 of those people to Sony Interactive Entertainment. So those people won't be just completely out of work. And PlayStation, they're spinning off one of the things they were working on to PlayStation Studios to form a new studio. So over 5 years, it's been our goal to ship games in 3 enduring global franchises. You couldn't make one fucking good game. How the fuck did you think you were going to make 3 games? 3. When you only sometimes manage to make one good game. Like, it is absolutely bullshit. Who's this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? It is absolute cockamamie bullshit for the CEO of the company, who absolutely is not losing his job, to get on this internet and say it is a difficult time for the company. Right? How much did you fucking make? According to Comparably, the average executive compensation is $242,000 a year. Those 220 people represent 17% of the company, nearly a fifth of the company. Now, again, 155 of those people are going to go work at Sony Entertainment, Sony Interactive Entertainment. Right? It is so absolutely fucking unconscionable for you to sit there with your $250,000 compensation. And that's just salary. That's salary. I shouldn't say compensation, because who the fuck knows what his compensation actually is, right? Who knows what he actually got when they got bought by Sony? Who knows what sort of Sony stock options and whatever he got? Which, Bungie bought by Sony. How long ago did that happen? 2 years. 2 years almost to the day. 2 years to the month. Sony bought Bungie for $3.6 billion. And you're going to sit there with $250,000 this year in your pocket, $500,000 in salary made since that acquisition. Who knows what else, right? Let's be frank. Who knows what else? You're going to sit on a $500,000 pillow and write, "Today is a difficult time"? Fuck yourself. Absolutely fuck yourself. Don't you dare. You might as well, you get on there and write, "We had to let people go. It's business. Sucks to suck." You know, I'm not going to sit here and say he probably doesn't feel bad. He probably does. He's worked with these people for who knows how long, right? He's having to fire people that he's worked with for who knows how long. People that he considers friends, family, close colleagues, all of that. You also made $500,000 in the last 2 years when one of the biggest global entertainment companies bought your small independent studio for $3.5 billion. And that's after layoffs in October. They already laid off people once. And there's probably one in there that I'm forgetting. So don't you dare sit there and say how crushed you are, how upset you are, what a challenging time it is. It's such a challenging time to be the CEO of a company and have made $500,000. It's so challenging. It's so difficult to be owned. Because here's the thing. He's the CEO of the company, right? Bungie could go toes up tomorrow, right? Bungie could shutter tomorrow. He'd find a job. He'd find a job. Easy. Easy. He would get put somewhere in Sony, right? He'd get a job working for PlayStation Studios. He would get some job working in Sony. Or he'd come back up in 2 years and be like, oh, new studio formed by such and such and such. And he would never again think about what a challenging day it is. Fuck off. Absolutely. He feels bad the other games weren't also Game of the Year hits and impacts his bonus. I don't think Destiny 2 has ever won a Game of the Year award. Because honestly, no, that's not true. Beyond Light won one. Let's look at all of the awards according to IMDb that Destiny 2 has won. They were nominated for 2 BAFTAs. Let's see. They won 1 BAFTA. Okay, I don't want to just see the BAFTAs. I want to see all of those awards. They were nominated for a bunch of, 2019. Right. They've been nominated for Best Community Support and Best Ongoing Game at the Game Awards, which is laughable. Again, fucking laughable. They've won no awards. They have won no awards that matter. They've been nominated for 2 BAFTAs. They were nominated for the Motion Picture Sound Editors of America, which, like, almost a real, like, that's the closest to a real award. They won 1 Game Award in 2019 for community support. And they were nominated for a Golden Joystick. Destiny 2 is the worst, best game that continues to thrive. And there's some people working at Bungie that did a great job speaking in against bigots in their community. They're probably gone now. There are fantastic people that work at Bungie, right? There are fantastic people that work at Bungie. The problem is, Bungie as a company has really fucked themselves over the last 4 or 5 years. They went, okay, so, New Light went free to play October 1st, 2019. That is when everything really shifted on the game. And I would say probably a year after that is where everything really started to struggle. Everything really started to struggle. I think there is so much to unpack with what happened with Destiny 2 from a corporate leadership standpoint. I'm still a Destiny 2 fan, I would argue. I love so much about what happens in that game. From a gameplay perspective, from a design perspective, from an art perspective, from a world perspective. I would love that. The fact that somehow, like, Bungie as a company could not tell you the story of that game to save their goddamn life is an active failing of the people in charge of making that game. Like, actively, they could not figure out how to tell you that game. The story of that game. They could not figure out how to balance that game. They could not figure out how to make to keep people engaged and excited about the game without blowing half of it up every quarter. And everything that they made in its place was amazing. Every piece of art, a lot of story beats, every character. It is probably the game with the most queer representation outside of like Life is Strange and games that are explicitly about telling stories of queer characters. There is some incredible character depth given to characters that you talk to for all of 10 seconds. And I mean that as like main story characters. You just don't talk to these people. It is so wild to put like Final Fantasy 14 and Destiny 2 next to each other. Because like that is they are the two games in my mind that are like the closest, right? And you might say, "Oh, Matt, but wow," but no. Like Final Fantasy 14 has figured out the way to tell you the story and keep everything in the game and make you excited about the new stuff and make you excited to go to the new places and do the new things and be excited about the new things without at some point just chopping off the 3/4 of it and going, you're in the new thing now. Hey! Final Fantasy 14 was not scared of making you play through its story to get to where the new story was. I have probably 100 hours of Destiny 2. I still couldn't tell you accurately what the lore was because at some point they just stopped. Like so much of the game is told in the books. I don't even know the lore books. I don't know what they're called. I don't remember anymore. And it's great. And it's great story. And it's incredible writing. It's amazing writing. It's so well told. But who cares? You don't have to look at that. Destiny 1, they didn't even put it in the goddamn game to give you an idea of how hard it is for them to find their ass with a flashlight. They didn't even put those notes in the game for Destiny 1. You had to go to the website, or I think the mobile app, to read the story for the game, like the backstory. And they would be telling you actively, like, pertinent story events. And they literally could not be bothered to do a cutscene. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I'm sorry, this is so particularly frustrating because of all of the time and effort I spent playing Destiny and how honestly freeing it has been since I quit playing. How great it's been. Like Brian and I were just talking yesterday about Final Fantasy 14 and it's like, yeah, we don't have the time to play 14. We just, like we're enjoying doing other things. Right? And it's been the same thing. It's been the same thing not playing Destiny. We're playing a lot of other things. And that's great. It's been fun. It's been fun to not have to worry about playing a fucking job. But I still love it. I still love my time with it. I still hope for the best for everybody that works there. So to have their CEO come on and say what a challenging fucking time it is after completely mismanaging that company actively for the last 3 years. Anyway. Sorry about that. Oh God. Sorry. Sorry. Oh God. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. All right. Let's go fight this bad guy. Let's go fight this bad guy. Maybe we'll beat the game today. Maybe we'll beat the game today. I always enjoy a good rant. What happened with Destiny? I heard the rant but missed the beginning. They are laying off 220 people. But to be fair to the situation, the majority of them are going to different roles at Sony Interactive. So the big silver lining is that a lot of them are just going to new job roles. So yeah, okay. Yeah, I used to the place I used to work, I used to take lunch a bunch with a bunch of the ladies that worked in design and graphic design, because that's the building I worked in. And we would chat about bad movies and stuff all the time. Who are you? Uh-oh. Why are you here? Hi. Okay. Freed. The enemies you faced so far were strong. Yes, they were. I like the idea that Poppy learned to talk because of the whole Adler situation. There's no church around here. Think of me as a priest. Oh. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I could have, whatever. It's very funny that he says the exact same thing. Who are you? Oh, you're from Grans still. But I went to... Impossible. He was defeated? Inconceivable. You shall die now. You must die. Is this gonna block AoEs from different floors? Ninja, welcome back. Will they be able to? Oh my god, a chaos dragon. Why are you doing? Can they AoE me like down floors? I'm a little worried about that. Well, he's on the same floor, so. I think the floors are enough squares away that it won't happen. Okay, that's good. Smurf! Smurf, hello! Smurf, hello! How are you? I'm doing well. It's good to see you, friend. How's Gen Con prep going? Wait, no? Thank you. How's Gen Con prep going? Seeing everybody's getting ready to go. Everybody's traveling. Did you save immediately before the fight? Yeah, I do. This game has been very kind in terms of save spots and stuff. Gen Con prep is basically non-existent. I leave tomorrow and still have to pack. Yeah, you got it. You got it. What, do you have anything planned? Like, do you have anything, like, you're running? Are you just gonna show up and see what happens? The Critter Ward stuff, my friends and I decided we're just gonna go there Friday and Saturday. Spend a little less time. I think we're going to the state fair. Yo, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. Just vibes, hell yeah. Go see my friend's burlesque show. When is it? Let me find the TikTok. I think it was Saturday night. I'll find the TikTok and I'll send it to you. Is this it? Oh, Friday night. Yeah. Yeah, I just sent it to you. We're doing the start playing happy hour on Friday because work stuff. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people obviously were still going because of, you know, not contractual obligations, but things that they had already agreed to do, and that's fair. That's fair. I'm not mad at anybody for doing the work they gotta do. Matt's friend's burlesque show, totally not mad. Absolutely. Listen, if I show up on there, please call the X-Files because we have proven doppelganger theory. That was 44 damage. That was so much. It was so much more damage. We already spent the money. Let's spend our weekend and focus on friendship, hanging out, way less time at the actual con itself. Yeah. Gardahead's question attack still cast black. I couldn't reach him. I physically couldn't reach him. But yeah, I get it. And there's a lot of cool like after show off-campus stuff happening anyway. Who are you going with, Smurf? Is it just the two of you? Or are you going with like a group of people? To my RL friends, Cody and Will, now they're content creators, but they're my besties. It's all our first time going. If you're willing to go, you know, obviously to a non-con event, you can go to GaryCon. GaryCon is the sort of off-site DCC meetup. It's held in one of the nearby hotels. I don't remember 100%. But I went both times I went to Gen Con. Both times I went to Gen Con. It was a good time. GaryCon with Chester and Rick. I'm bummed that your first time has been tainted by stupid business decisions. You know? I was so excited. Yeah. And it's and then fully ready to leave. It's so it's so frustrating to watch them make bad decisions like year after year after year. Oh, there's two guys. Oh, hey, oh, back it up. Sarah, you already spent hotel and rental car money. You just have fun on your own terms. Yeah, there's gonna be so much stuff happening. And honestly, like the only thing that's like special about it is the vendor room, is the vendor hall. Did you already refund your badges? That's the only thing I would say, if you still have your badge, is worth going, because you can always get like, you can get some of the hot new games and then just fucking buzz off. Oh, okay, 10, okay. 10 damage. 10 damage is fine. 10 damage is fine. What's the context here? So, Smurf and I are talking about Gen Con, one of the big TTRPG conventions. I would argue the biggest, but not in the way it used to be. And a bunch of content creators got together and came up with a thing called the Crit Awards, where they were going to, you know, almost like the Oscars for actual play. That, you know, they were going to highlight actual play, you know, actors and creators and producers and stuff. And they made a big point of saying that Zionists would not be considered for awards and were not allowed at the event. And Gen Con decided that that was not allowed. And so basically pushed them to vacate their event, which was going to be held. Okay, well, that's just not fair. Which Gen Con aren't there multiple ones? Nope, there's one Gen Con. I think at a time there were 2 Gen Cons, but there's just one. Sell our badges, gonna get some fun games and peace out. Yeah, that's the play. That's the play. Go, Smurf. If you don't mind a little advice. I don't know how much like advice you've already gotten on the situation. I'll take advice. When you get there, immediately grab the guidebook, you know, like the catalog. Yeah, PAX is what you're thinking of, Poke. Immediately grab the big guidebook. Get all the coupons, right? You want that coupon book. Coupon book is the big thing. Because the coupon book will have a bunch of stuff that's like, oh, come by our booth with this coupon, and the first 100 whatever people you get a free mini, you get a free die, you get a free promo card. Or they'll say like, yeah, come play test our game with the coupon, and you get, you know, if you do a play test, you get a promo card. Or if you come buy the base game with this coupon, you get this extra thing. So if your idea is to just go to the vendor hall and then book out, like, focus on that. Get, like, look at all the games that you like, see which companies are going to be there. They will probably have discounts. They will probably have promos. They'll probably have demo things. That's the thing I really figured out in the second year I went. I just got back. You fight it on the outside of a tower. Yeah, this level rules. This level's kind of great. Like I'm getting my shit kicked in, but I always wanted to go to Gen Con. Thought it'd be cool once I got a car. I still don't make it anywhere. It's a big journey. This fucking Hydra, man, I swear. Yeah, hey, remember how the Hydra was a boss? But yeah, that's the big thing I would suggest, Smurf, is just get in there, get all your freebies, get all your promos. There'll be a ton of places, companies you've never heard of, that are like, come by our booth and get a free mini. And you're just like, sick, free mini. And hell, you're a content creator. Roll up and be like, yo, get cards, get contact info, get all the little freebies. Yeah, like, you know. It's not that big of a journey if I live in Indiana. I'm waiting for the Mass Effect TTRPG. It is not out yet, as far as I'm aware. When in doubt, egress it for the grind. If it goes bad, Slate is no longer stunned. That's good. That's helpful. I think I've already lost 2 healers, and maybe... No, I've lost 1 healer, which still sucks. Yeah, that was the big thing that I learned like my first year and was like, aha! This is what you gotta do. I'm a little bummed the years that I went, I worked as much as I did, but it's why I got to go in the first place, so I can't complain too much, you know? Great. Thanks. Ohio will claim you too. Aaron doesn't want to move to Ohio. We've talked about this. We have specifically talked about it. She doesn't want to, she needs to. I get it. Who's her? I mean, Slate was, and that problem kind of took care of itself. Got him. Yeah, I'm glad y'all are gonna go and have a good time. I'm glad that it's not just turning into, ah shit, we gotta blow everything up. Bad feeling time, you know? Oh, great timing. Great timing, actually. So many Ohioans enjoy Matt's stream. Yeah, it's weird. I wonder what, you know. It's all of my corn perfume. I'm going to the game store. I'm going to the game store tonight to play a TTRPG. So I'm excited about that. Unionize already news? Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah, we talked about it when we got back, Brian. It's bullshit. They do need to unionize. They do absolutely need to unionize. Yeah, I had a minute. Who needs to unionize? I mean, everyone, really. Everyone, honestly. That was great. Sheila? That was great. You did a good job there. No change to any of the leadership staff. See that? I don't think that's correct, Brian. Because they said specifically, well, leadership meaning C levels. It said specifically that a lot of those were leadership roles. But almost certainly not C levels. That's not what he means. I don't think my industry has a union. Get it started. Get started on it. Make one. Okay, nobody needs this. Calm yourself. Nobody needs this. Yeah, Brian missed it because of work. Brian missed it because of work, which happens. Stairs are kind of the most dangerous part. The stairs are... Ugh. Before is good and bad, it heals fully, but you have to be right next to them. God, could you imagine if I'd worked at Bungie? Brian put it in our Discord chat. I probably would have been fine. I probably would have been fine. He said the big parts are executive and senior leadership roles, which is usually getting rid of the expensive people who've been there for a while, like they did the last time. The students made the decision to integrate with Sony. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, probably what they did was they looked at all the people. That's a hell of a level. I'll take that. They're doing a cost-cutting layoff. They're doing a cost-cutting layoff. Exactly like Brian said. They looked over their spreadsheets, and they looked at the people that are senior roles, the people that are being paid too much for the job roles that they do, the people that they could replace for cheaper if they hired somebody new. You know, shuffling people for tax reasons. Maybe. I don't think there's a lot of tax gain to be had. But I am glad that a lot of those people are walking into a new job. You know? They talk about how they overexpanded right before the pandemic and whatnot. I guess getting a bunch of money from Sony didn't stop them from being in the red. I don't know how. I honestly, that was part of what we were talking about, where I was like 2 years ago, you got $3.5 billion. How did you? Okay, I have a healing drop, which, you know what, I'm gonna save. She doesn't have a lot of MP left. What do you got? What do we got going on here? Who's got what? What are we looking at? Everyone's pretty good. I'm gonna, you know. I'm realizing now that I'm remembering now that Fawn sent me a message this morning and I never replied. Because I'm a bad person. Out of MP, time to die. Out of MP? Useless. Your use to me has ended. After just jumping on them for... Listen, don't... Shush. When those monks ran out of healing, they become frontline infantry. We talked about how good their attack is. Yeah. She still has a lot of MP. I want to keep her middle. Yeah, there's... Oh, and now she's stunned. Great. Well, she's dead. What did I say? God! We need a mattcaulder sound effect. Like, legitimately. I hate video games! My hubris. No, hubris is different than getting mattcaulders. Those are different things. That wasn't hubris. Yeah, hey, guess what? Yeah, yes. Yep, that's the time. That was the time. Is it bad when something happens to me, I say I got mattcauldered? See, I mean, Yes and no. If Creed's a demon and raised your party, is he doing necromancy? Probably. I mean, is he a demon? I thought he was just a weird guy. You know, I thought he was just he's just a magic guy. He's just a guy what knows magic. No, that's, oh my gosh. He's a former great devil? Does that, do we know that? Does that come up in the game? No, that's real. All right. He's a former great devil like Jessup. Well, Jessup, because Jessup's a former great devil because I killed his ass. They're coming back to life. He was bringing your allies back as zombies. That's different. That's fair. It's a fair point. Point to Brian. Point to Brian. Oh. Right. Bolt level 2 isn't too bad. The battle music for this game whips. Is it because you went to Miami, Ohio and live in shame? No! The number of times I fucking hit stay has ruined my life. Blue Shaman? I don't trust him. Breaking fucking unionized Bungie news part 2. Oh, I don't like that there's a second part. I don't like that there's a second part. That's concerning. Good news rarely comes in 2 separate parts. You know what I mean? Like, good news rarely. The sequel is always worse. Yeah, if there's a follow-up, it's never like, oh, psych! They took it back. They never update to the Bungie story. They said psych. P. Parsons wrote a post about how he fired 220 people after also saying it's the most financial expansion to date, and then makes all their social media accounts private like a big old coward baby. Yeah, Brian, I know you weren't here, so you missed it. I spent a good amount of time yelling at him specifically. As Fawn said, bring back guillotines. He should have to look every single person in the eye. he should have to look every single, it should be like a graduation. It should be like a graduation. He should have to stand at the door and shake every person's hand and stare them in the eye as he hands them their severance information. Breaking Olympic news. Evie Leibfarth, who's a career individual on the American team, just got bronze in canoe slaloms. Fuck yeah. Really love how all these people are free market, yada yada, until they get canceled. I mean, that's not what's happening. I mean, it's what's funny is in taking the social media accounts private, he knows that they're going to get shit talked all day. And rightfully so. This, you know what this is? This is the sticker mule thing, right? Where the sticker mule guy sent everybody an email that was like, yeah, Trump's great. This is great. Everybody should get a Trump shirt. We're making shirts $9. And then complained 2 days later that all of his staff were getting death threats. And it's because people were replying to that email that he sent, that then he was not the person that had to deal with the consequences of. Yeah, if it were me, I'd be like, no, Pete, come tell me I'm fired. Come tell me to my face that I'm fired. Come to my desk, bring me a box. Bring me a box, Pete. The speed one for this level is so fun. Power ring cast on Peter. He books up to the executor, bops him and ends the fight. That's bananas. That's bananas. I love that. If you knew they were going to be shit talked from it, why'd you do it? Side note, it's because greed. I mean, I don't think the fact that I don't think we're going to get shit talked on Twitter was going to stop them from doing anything. Last time I got laid off, I was the first person they called back and I blowed them into a $2 an hour raise. That's swag. I love that. That's swag as fuck. Peter to God. Already a decision they were going to make. U.S. companies don't manage resources well. Yeah, I know. They took all that money. They take all the money and they put it in a big barrel that says the money, and then they turn around and, oh no, all the money's gone. Fuck yeah! Good shit. Good shit. She's got Aura Time to finally live. Aura 2 also, that's next up. Some of those merger acquisition agreements as the company being bought acquired has to offload costs. Where do they do it? Payroll. Basically, a bunch of people are about to lose their jobs. Oh yeah, I mean that happened. That happens every time there's a layoff, and it's funny that anybody acts differently about it. It's funny that anybody thinks anything is going to happen other than that. God, Zinc being stunned fucking blows. Wow. As soon as you hear company A bought company B, expect a bunch of people from company B to be out of work when it's all said and done. Absolutely, it's what happens every time. Can't reach shit. God, he got stunned in the worst fucking spot. Well, at least now I can heal him. I really wish I had a turn counter, like a turn meter. I really wish I knew who was gonna go next and all that. Banks investors want to see company XYZ uploading costs to get their money. Meanwhile, the money they need is for their employees. It's funny to me how, like, nobody who runs a business understands capitalism. I mean, I guess that's the problem, is they understand capitalism. They don't understand, like, economics. I was thinking about this yesterday. It's fucking zany that we built a whole country on the concept of infinite growth. And just the idea that it's just like, no, you'll just get bigger forever. You'll just get bigger forever. It's fine. You'll just grow. All right. Well, and that's exactly why I didn't want to move someone to that spot. That was exactly why I didn't want to move someone to that spot, and then it fucking happened. Exactly what I knew was going to happen. Everyone who expects people who work in a non-profit are doing it for free. So some funders have rules that any money they give cannot go to paying work. Yeah, that whole nonsense. This is just so much. And of course, Zinc is still stunned. Of course, Zinc is still stunned. Kazen's limited cast range is really biting him on this one. Yeah, sure, of course he's gonna attack Poppy. Jesus. Good news is Poppy has enough HP to be able to tank. Yeah, one of the few characters to be able to take one. Demon Masters gaining MP now is equally rude, especially when it was so difficult for me to get the ability to do that. You know? It was so difficult for me to gain the ability to do that. Matt, now that you've played enough of this game, I'd like your opinion. I enjoy, Zeke is no longer stunned, thank God. I think in my limited time, and with the couching that this is a Genesis game, I think I enjoyed my time playing Fire Emblem more, which is to say Fire Emblem Three Houses is the one Fire Emblem game I played. Because I think ultimately I enjoy more of the tactics around managing your characters than this, which is every side has 17 guys. Like, I think the thing that I dislike about this game the most is just simply how long each battle takes. I don't like randomized stat gains. We talked about that. And Fire Emblem does that too. I just don't like that as a mechanic. I just think that's annoying. I'm surprised Chaz doesn't join the force. I very specifically was like, hey, should we look at adding Chaz? Is there someone that we think we should drop out to add Chaz? And you never said anything. So I was like, oh, I guess not. Oh, he's gonna... I'd bolt too. You only get 3 battles with Chaz, so it's hard to say you're missing out. I think it's funny how, like, weird the magic is. Again, Genesis game. Oh, yeah. Hang on, we'll do heal 1 though, because you're right here. Yeah, I think there's rough edges on this that like don't ruin the experience, but make it just a little more annoying overall. I've had a good time with it. It's neat to be able to see the pedigree going from Shining Force to Golden Sun. Yeah, and it makes me interested in more of the Shining Force games. It makes me interested to play more SRPGs overall, because I really like seeing the differences in SRPGs. Yo, Future Proof! Can say, oh yeah, no, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Thank you for the lurk. Star 11 brings in, has the diesel move, which in OCO units. Oh, the cursed sword that would give him negative turns, or a random stun, which is horrendous. I wish they made more than sports games. Yeah, it's a real bummer that a studio with this pedigree basically just makes sports games. If you hate random stat games, let me tell you about Shining Force 1. Okay, tell me about Shining Force 1. I'm in ads, I'll see you Friday. I'm sorry to hear that, Poke. I don't know why you're in ads. There aren't, as far as I know, ads playing, but... What studio are we talking about? Camelot, the studio that made this. I hope Matt never touches every Fire Emblem games. Oh wait. Yeah, I said I don't like it in Fire Emblem too. Very specifically. Sometimes you'll get multiple levels of not getting any attack and all of a sudden get attack +7. That's just bad. That's just legitimately bad. Why is that fun? Why did they, this is one of those times where I'm just like, why did you do this? So Matt, when you beat this, we gotta hop on Parsec. Okay. Okay. Counter. Gotta take him out very quick or else he's gonna do a fucking... He's gonna stun somebody. There's a hidden config mode and you can put in the option the second player controls the opponents. Oh, that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. I do need to do the config menu. That is a retro achievement for some reason. For some reason, that is a retro achievement, but not getting mithril weapons. I almost want to ask in the forum. I'm like, why, or like look in the forum if there was a discussion about it. Yeah, of course. You said they only made sports games. I thought I knew all the sports game devs. I always forget about the Mario sports game. Right, because you just think, oh yeah, Nintendo makes those. There's no interact shortcut button outside of battle. You always have to go through the menu to talk or inspect. I mean, it's a Genesis game. You know, that's a thing I always work really hard to keep in mind when I'm playing older games, is like, it was made whenever, you know. The other fun part of control opponents is who play this battle, me as the villains, who just have the enemies drop all the gear on the floor to make it show up in the deal shop to That's hilarious. That's really funny. What I appreciate the battles is you can move freely, undo your move if you don't like it, and then take your action. I do like that. I do like that. Yeah, the more I play other games, the more I think that like Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, and maybe S2, A2, it's been a while since I played it, is really just a sweet spot for me. Just really has all the things that I like in the ways that I like them. You know? Have you heard about the true secret final battle? I like that there's 2 modifiers. So it's not just the secret final battle, it's the true, oh man. Oh! Okay, I respect that. I respect that. I respect that she managed to kick him in the fucking teeth. Like tactics games where I can move and then my move doesn't actually count until I submit or something. Or where you have 2 things that you can do, so you can attack and then move if you want. You know? You know, that and moving like that was one of the things, god damn it, was one of the things that bugged me about Midnight Suns. Was some of the movability and positionability. If you wait for 5 minutes after the final credits, the words "and more" pop up, hit scene, you get a special bonus fight. Is that one of the retro achievements? Can we confirm? Win the mysterious secret boss, and yep, that's it. Fuck. Well, that's not happening today, so don't. Oh yeah, Poppy has question mark health. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, who needs a heal? Right, Sarah does. Sarah needs a big heal. How much MP does Sarah have? 11. No, she's not gonna heal herself. Change to 11 MP. We're almost there. We're almost friggin' there. As well as beating it on super mode. Best of luck to those weirdos. Glad you're playing through this a second time to get all the achievements. There's multiple for having different people do a final hit on the final boss. Yeah, that's called doing it on my own time. That's called shit I do on my own time. That's when this game lands on Brian's bullshit wheel and then you do a super run? No, no thank you. No thank you. I think we'd see Matt rage quit stream at that point. I just have no interest to like play a game on super hard, you know what I mean? I just have no interest in playing a game on super duper hard. Use the conflict mode as an achievement. Yeah, that'll be after I'm done with the game. Did you get the achievement for having Jaha carry 4 Mithra at once? Yes. Because I saw that and went, oh, well, I should just do that. Very weird little achievement, but I you know, do. Do the super next time. Everyone that can learn a different job learns as you get the achievements, you get the new party out there, etc. It'll be fine. Everyone will love it, I'm sure. Yeah, everyone will love me pulling my fucking hair out for weeks. That little bar of green, just that little. want to stay away. Oh! God, I wish he had a ranged attack. I wish he had an expanded attack range. That would have made Peter, like, incredibly powerful. That would have made Peter so powerful. Dun, 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 dun. Gonna need now. Just the fucking trudge up the stairs. Yes. Okay, good. I'm like, can I cheat this range out? Yes. Yes, I can. This is the very specific, very careful time. Okay, fuck yeah. Thank you, Geralt. Jeez, exactly when you needed to just eat him alive. That dude specifically, too. Great. Good. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's what I wanted you to do. You played right into my trap. Yeah. Peter the Murder Master. It's so easy to just have him fly in and just beat the tar out of somebody. That's because he's the best character in the game. He is. It's just that. That's just factual information. Like, in a way that's actually annoying. You know? In a way that's actually frustrating, he's just the best. In a way that I wish some characters were just a bit better. Yeah, just fucking, just zerg him, just get him. Boom. 51 damage. 51 damage. Incredible. All right. Let's save. I'm glad you enjoyed the tower battle. It's a cool map. It's a cool map. It's a cool it's a cool like 3D on an explicitly 2D plane. You know? I think that's really cool. Everything's been a little rough today. I don't know why. Everything's been a little weird. I don't know, man. Computers are weird. I don't know if you've ever used a computer. Computers are weird. But thank you everybody for being here and hanging out. I hope everybody had a good... It's me, I'm the weird one? Yeah, Nuge is definitely weird. Yeah, I hope everybody had a good time hanging out. I appreciate everybody spending time with me today. Friday. Friday is definitely the last day of Shining Force. I blame CloudStrike. Yeah, CrowdStrike is attacking my... CrowdStrike is DDoSing my computer performance. Matt, that's not how that works. Whatever. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Maybe we need to investigate that. But all right. I'll believe it when I see it. Fair. Fair. Honestly. Very, very fair point. Way that I know you've seen. Way that I know you've seen stream more than once. Ionix watch me get to the end of one game. I specifically didn't say it today. I was like, I don't think so. I don't think it'll be today. Yeah. We'll see. Did I put it in the title? Did I put it? I don't. Did I put it in the title? What's the title? What did I put the title for today? Oh, I did put it in the title. Well. Oh, I love how it's telling me that an ad is about to start. But I can't see it. I don't see it here in Stream Elements. This is great. Love this. Man. I wish Twitch had actually made like a good tool to stream. That'd be great. That's great. Love it. All right. Hey everybody. I haven't done this in a while. Go check out the YouTube. If you've been enjoying Shining Force and you're like, hey, I want to catch up on the Shining Force that I missed, or I want to watch other things that Matt streamed. There you go. Basically unedited stream VODs. You get the whole experience, folks. This isn't, if you want to know what stream is like, those videos will tell you. They are basically unedited, and that's by design. If you want to hang out with all of us Chucklefucks, come join the Discord. We talk about stuff. I never know what to say. Come join the Discord. You know what I'm saying. What is a Discord? You know what it is. You know what it is. Go back and watch Gumpy's greatest hits. God, I can't wait to make like a Gumpy fan cam. I'm gonna have to learn how to make a fan cam to make a Gumpy fan cam. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But all right, we're gonna raid Fawn. Fawn is playing, Fawn is chatting, and they're gonna play the Garden Path, which I feel like I've heard of. No, I clicked into the... Oh, yeah, this looks cute. Yeah. I want to get this for Erin. This looks cute. She'd love it. She would love it. But okay, so yeah, so we're gonna go hang out with Fawn. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Yeah. Have a good time. I'll see everybody on Friday. Yeah, we're gonna be doing stuff. I don't know, man. I never know. But until Friday, take care of yourself, friends.